This is some breaking news within the last hour, reported first by the LA Times, that Shohei Ohtani's interpreter has been fired by the Los Angeles Dodgers um, because of apparently stealing Shohei's money and using it to bet on a illegal gambling ring with like an illegal bookie. Now this is all allegedly, but this terrifies me because there's a couple of things this could mean. One, this could mean that Shohei trusted somebody who literally stole his money, which is awful, and you don't want that. But it could also mean that this is a fall guy, and I don't think that this is a fall guy. I think this is Ohtani trusting a guy who ended up stealing his money and choosing to do some things that are illegal. Now, the Dodgers acting swiftly to fire him, very important. Now, Ohtani's name had surfaced in an investigation of Matthew Boyer, an Orange County resident, and then Ohtani's lawyers saw that it was Ippei Mizuhara, who is Shohei's interpreter until this morning, who apparently was making bets with Shohei Ohtani's money, which is absolutely awful. Now, Major League Baseball has not been contacted in regards to this, according to the Los Angeles Times, and the U.S. Attorney's Office in L.A. did not respond for comments. Now, quote, MLB gambling policy prohibits any player, umpire, or club or league or official or employee from betting on the game or making illegal bets on other sports. The punishment for gambling with an illegal bookmaker or their agent isn't specified in MLB rules, but is left up to such penalty as the commissioner deems appropriate in light of the facts and circumstances of the conduct, end quote. Now that's from the from the LA Times and the MLB collective bargaining agreement. Now, what's interesting here is that Pete Rose isn't in the Hall of Fame because of illegal gambling. This is absolutely just astonishing news that this has happened, and I don't like that this has happened. I'm hoping that we get down to the bottom of this. Now, Ohtani has had this interpreter for years, basically all throughout the MLB player at the time in MLB. So he's going to have to find another MLB interpreter. And so they're in Korea. I'm sure it won't be hard to just call Japan and say, hey, can you get a Japanese interpreter over here? Or even if they have to use, I'm pretty sure Yu Darvish is Japanese, so they can use the Padres one and it can be a whole thing. But the worst here is that this definitely calls into question the integrity of Major League Baseball again. But because the Dodgers chose to act swiftly, Major League Baseball is in the clear. Ohtani's not, because he knew of because he had the person being in his circle, but he will be if it comes to light that he was being stolen from. It'll just be an unfortunate thing. This is sad. The question is, how did Ohtani not notice? But then I realized that Ohtani has so much money. He makes like $70 million a year, and that's just outside of baseball. It's awful. It's awful, and I hope they get to the bottom of this.